In today's video, I'm looking at the Skechers GORun Max Road 4 after 100 miles. That first 100 miles went by pretty quick. Quick question before we get started. What is your favorite time of the day or day of the week to run? Right now is mine. This is being filmed on a Sunday, right before sunrise. And as you can see, I'm running down the middle of the road. There's no cars. Look at this sunrise over the lake. Yeah, Sunday before sunrise. A perfect time to run. Okay, let's get started. The weather on today's run has been perfect. Ideal weather for a long run. I think we started out at 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, when I started this run, I had 82 miles on these shoes. The Skechers GORun Max Road 4 Hyper. And I just crossed over the 18-mile mark on this run, meaning I've run 100 miles. So it had crossed my mind to give you my thoughts about this shoe while I'm on the run. But honestly, it just seems like too much hard work. Gotta hold the camera up. So I think I will finish these last couple miles, enjoy the run, and I'll get back to the house and take my thoughts. Guys, I know, listen, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but the weather is perfect. I ended this run, it's only 52 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put the Celsius somewhere up here. Okay, 20 miles, just over 32 kilometers at an average pace of 8:24 a mile or 5:13 a kilometer. These shoes, well, let me tell you about it when we get inside. I'm gonna eat breakfast, then I'm gonna finish this video. Okay, this doesn't happen often in Florida, but I'm actually gonna eat breakfast before I take a shower. Usually I'm soaked with sweat, but it's so cold out this morning that I'm totally dry, which is fantastic. And as you can see, Harmony just left for work. So, you know, she might be putting a little more pressure on me to have a shower before I eat, but she's gone to work, all right? And I have a couple hours, so let's go. Let me tell you about these shoes. All right, my friends, listen, there is nothing better to bring you back to life after a long run than eating breakfast and taking a shower. All right, I am totally renewed. Okay, let me get right to it. Let's tell you about these shoes. I have run 102 miles since my first initial reaction video. No, I've run 102 miles total because I had run about 31 miles when I did my initial reaction. So another 70 miles later, and I just got back from a 20-mile run, which was about 2 hours and 48 minutes. I have a few thoughts. And listen, I don't want to come across as a fanboy, but I was really struggling to find something negative about these shoes because even after 100 miles, they still feel really good. They feel really good to put your foot in. There is good energy return, although after 100 miles, you do get used to it, so you don't really notice it like you do in a brand new pair of shoes, but it still feels great. The upper really kept my foot snug, okay? The whole time. I've run in it when they were soaking wet, and today it was really cold and dry. The upper really keeps my foot snug. So I was trying to kind of splay my toes while I was running, and you know, the upper gives, and it just feels like there's plenty of room in the toe box, which is super comfortable. But when you're relaxed and you're just toeing off, it feels like the upper it's holding your foot in place, which is really what you want. At one point, I did notice a little hot spot, like right around here in my little toe, right on the outside. I tried to pay attention to it and I was like, oh, is that the shoes? Is that the upper rubbing? And it probably lasted a few minutes and then it disappeared. So I was out running for, you know, almost 3 hours, and I probably noticed my little toe for about a minute. So I don't think that is fair. I don't think that's the shoes, is what I'm saying. I think that's just normal from being out and being on your feet for so long. As far as the upper goes, really no complaints. I did notice something on the inside of my foot. So on my left foot, again, it was just a minute, but there was something like on my arch that was producing a little bit of discomfort. And then when I really like dialed into it, when I tried to think about the pain, what it was, what was causing the pain, it went away. So again, listen, I'm grasping here. I'm grasping to find something that is wrong. As a long run shoe, these are where it's at. I've really got no complaints about the comfort, about running in them for hours and hours and hours. But listen, it's not all rainbows and unicorns, okay? And I thought the shoe was gonna be near perfect for what it's designed for. So a road shoe, marathon training, when you're gonna be putting long miles, easy miles in, it's gonna be near perfect. But I'm gonna get a little closer to the camera to show you this one. The wear. I thought the wear was gonna be really good. You know, after my first impressions, it was only 31 miles and the wear was very minimal. But I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but we're gonna zoom in on these lugs right here. Okay, so first I'm gonna show you on the heel. You can see how there's kind of like, almost like a carbon fiber looking print right there. We can see that that is starting to wear away here. Let me make sure it's focused on that. But then where my foot hits the ground on this forefoot, right here, that is the area that my foot actually impacts the ground when I'm running. It has worn right down and there is no more of this carbon fiber looking weave, right? That's worn down, it's flat rubber. And if we look here, the midsole that is kind of surrounding these little outsole lugs, that's actually getting some wear too. So I'm wearing away at the foam as well as the outsole, and it's only been 100 miles. We'll go to my right foot, and yeah, look, it's pretty much the same story. I think I can see some of that weave on my right foot a little more, but again, the midsole is really being worn away through here. Anyway, that's my only complaint. I usually try to wear my running shoes, at least my daily trainers, I try and at least wear them for 400 to 500 miles. Judging by the wear on these shoes now, they're not gonna make it there. We've been 102 miles and I'm already wearing down the outsole where the midsole foam is becoming exposed to my foot hitting the ground. So, you know what, I'm gonna at least run another 100 miles. I'm gonna put up 200 miles in these shoes. If you're interested in my feedback after 200 miles, then perhaps I'll do another very short video just to let you know how that goes. But otherwise, you know what, if I had to give these shoes a rating out of 10, I'm gonna give them a 7 out of 10. You know what, they would have been quite a bit higher if the wear was better. But after 100 miles seeing this kind of wear, I'm really not impressed. I'm impressed with the rest of the shoe because, all right, let's just dive in right here as we rotate this shoe. It still looks like new. It still looks like new. My toe usually kind of pushes through the upper. There is no wear. The weave upper is perfect. It's in perfect condition. All right, it's just the outsole. So with that, have you worn these shoes? What have you found about the wear on the outsole? Okay, I'll be interested to see if you are wearing them, if you plan on trying them out. Let me know in the comments below. Guys, there's gonna be another video in a couple days. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. New videos at least every week, maybe twice a week this year. I'm kind of tossing around that idea. I guess it depends on everything else. And as always, be kind, be happy, run well, and I'll see you next time.